Na 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 na. Hello, welcome to the Preacher Plays. Today the preacher that is me is not playing anything. And I was all geared up to play Ark Park. But guess what? I ain't playing it. I am not playing it. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm not going to buy that game. You can call me a bandwagon jumper. Hey, Lewis. Call me a bandwagon jumper if you want, but I just say that I ain't stupid. Simple as that. I'm not stupid. You know, I've been very, very fortunate, especially over the last month, because I've been reviewing games on YouTube. Developers have been exceptionally kind in the fact that they often provide me review codes for games. So a lot of the games I've not had to pay money for. And that's great because it means that I get to review a lot of games and I get to tell you guys, hey man, I get to tell you guys whether or not it's worth, your purchase. And it makes it good for you guys because you get to find out whether or not it's worth a purchase. And it means that it saves me money on having to buy every single game that comes out. So that's why we do codes. That's why everybody do codes. Yeah, man. That's why everybody does codes. Now, I got into contact with the developers, Snail Games of Ark Park, like back in November of last year, and I sent them emails multiple times from November right the way through to just last week, saying, "Hey man, are you going to give us a review code? Can you let us know? Is there going to be any review codes for anybody?" I didn't get a single reply, not one single reply at all. Now, this is not the reason why I'm not going to play Ark Park. I want to just get that out there that this is just standard procedure. This is something that I've done with nearly every game, months in advance. Like for example, I've already emailed the guys from Mage's Tale. I emailed all those, like loads of guys the games that haven't even like nowhere near release yet. This is what always happens. So this is not me not playing Ark Park because they didn't give me a review code. Because guess what? I didn't get a review code for The Impatient. I didn't get a review code for Bravo Team. I went out and bought those games. Half of the games that I've actually reviewed, I didn't get a review code for. My hand just went crazy there because the missus just walked in front of the camera. So yeah, it's. I want to let you know and be upfront and honest. I always let you know when I've got a review code and when I don't have a review code, but it never changes my opinion, and I'm always there to try and save you guys money or try to get you guys to spend your money if it's a good game and it's worth getting. So, Ark Park didn't give me a review code, so it meant that I had to go and buy it. Now, I'm also not stupid, right? I'm not stupid. I'm still a gamer. I've always been a gamer. Just because I do some stuff on YouTube doesn't change that. It also doesn't change the fact that, I don't have infinite disposable income, right? And Ark Park, for me, I remember watching the trailers for it and stuff, and I thought, it looks okay. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks like it could be a nice little jaunt through a Jurassic Park style world, which I would probably quite enjoy, just going, ooh, look at the dinosaurs. That would be quite good. Probably expected it to be about £20, 25 at the outstretch, right? And I could maybe justify it for that price. Maybe. Just simply for, just having a bit try, and if the game wasn't very good, then, that's my loss. But if I deemed that 20 quid was okay to experience dinosaurs and go, ooh, see, that's how it all starts. Ooh, and then there's running and then screaming. In joke with Jurassic Park. Anyway, so yeah, I got burned with the Impatient Bravo Team. They were £25 each. I actually managed to get Impatient, luckily, for £21 because of discounts that I had. But they were 20 odd quid each. But the good thing with them is they're both physical copies, so if they suck, I just stick them on eBay and I can get rid of them. Ark Park is not. Ark Park is digital, and it is $44.99. I'm just going to repeat that for all of the people that just fainted and have just come to and had the smelling sauce put under their nose. £44.99. £44.99. English, British, sterling, pounds. £44.99. Translate that into dollars and you're talking 50, 60 plus dollars, something like that. That's insane. That's absolutely insane when you consider the games that. Okay, hang on. Let me rephrase that. It's insane now that I've watched a lot of footage and from Polish Paul, from Frank, from Without Parole, which thankfully those guys don't mind buying every game that comes across, or sometimes because they're big enough they can get codes from guys like Snail Games. I'm just a little channel, so some guys, I have actually had some developers turn around and say, I'm sorry, but you're too small, we're not going to give you a code, little man. So yeah, thank God I watched it, and it's insane because I've seen what the gameplay is like. Now I've played tons of VR games. I've been gaming since I was 5 years old on an Amstrad CPC 6128K machine. Even before that I had one of those little brown walnut Atari machines. I've been playing games for a long time. I've been playing loads of VR games, loads of different types of VR games, good ones, bad ones, ones in between, high quality, low quality, high budget, low budget, etc. So I've played loads of them now. So just like you guys, you can probably tell now from watching a video how good that experience would be to you. Now, the trailer for Ark Park looked great. The trailer for Ark Park actually looked pretty damn good. That's what made me think, I could probably enjoy this for 20 odd quid. Watching the gameplay, I was actually laughing with the lads at work because I was showing them this at work today. I would love for somebody to do this. I can't unfortunately do it at the moment because my PC's busted, but I would love to take the trailer and intercut it with actual gameplay that Polish Paul was playing or Without Parole was playing, because the difference in quality from what you see in the trailer versus what those guys are actually playing in terms of animations, in terms of lighting, in terms of the overall graphics, the blurriness, the quality of the picture. I know a lot of people say, it's a YouTube video, but you can still get a good feel for the game. There is no smooth locomotion, there is no smooth turning. It's all horrible click turning. Yeah, exactly, Ewald. I would love somebody to literally just have the trailer, and then at the moment, like when the gorilla shows up in the trailer, cut to the gorilla of Polish Paul and Without Parole fighting the gorilla, because in the trailer the gorilla's all like properly animated, like and all this, and yet in the actual game it's like, and that's about it. He just does this, slowly walks toward you, and you shoot him, and then hilariously, this is what our guys at work were laughing at. Hilariously, when you kill him, he just goes, boop. He just vanishes. He disappears. It's like, what the hell? It's so poor. Now, admittedly, I have to admit, and you guys there'll be people out there that will probably call me on this, and they'll be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You haven't played the game. Yeah, I haven't played the game. But like I've said, the reason why I've said all of this up to this point, everything that I've said up to this point is to try and convince you I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I'm not just out to hate a game. I've had enough experience of playing various different games that I can see when something stinks most of the time. I'm not saying I'm 100% correct, but most of the time I can tell from looking at something when it looks bad. And yes, looks bad. I can't review it properly because I haven't played it myself. But at £45, they've shut the gates. I'm not, they're not going to give me a review code, which, that's their right. They don't have to give me one. That's fine. But the gates are shut. I am not going to chance it. I've already been burned on Bravo Team and The Impatient this year, which, by the way, both of those games add up to the same price virtually as this one. I got both of those overpriced turds, and they were overpriced turds. Both of those games, exactly. You can exactly, Awal. You know when crap when you smell it, and I really think it's good of both. Like yourself and Lewis, both put videos similar to this one out today, saying I'm not going to cover it, and I think we actually owe it to the community at large to do that. Not to sound all high and mighty or anything like that, or as if we have like a gigantic influence. I'm not saying that, but we do owe it to everybody out there to basically go, look, we're not touching this. We don't want to touch this. We're gamers at heart, and we don't have infinite amounts of money ourselves. So I'm not gonna put my money down on what looks to be absolute and utter trash. And Polish Paul can actually be, he tells the truth. He tells the truth, but sometimes he can be generous, and Without Parole can be very generous. And Frank, we all know, no disrespect to Frank, but we all know Frank loves everything. And even he wasn't overly keen on it. Even Frank wasn't, you know. Yeah, we could do with a group chat video. Just, you know, somebody out there edit all of our different pieces together, stick it in one video. You know, take Lewis's, take AWOL's, take everybody else's. You know, edit it together and say, you know, we're not doing this. And part of the reason that we want to do this is because you don't want the community to get ripped off. We don't want the community to get ripped off, and not only that, we do not want to encourage developers to give us half-assed like games that are just it's priced at a AAA game. It's priced at the same. Hang on, okay. This will blow your mind. It's priced at virtually the same price as God of War 4. It's priced at the same as God of War 4. God of War 4, people. You know what I mean? Like, holy crap. I mean, admittedly, I haven't played that game neither, but Jesus Christ, I can watch a video of God of War 4 and I can watch a video of Ark Park on PSVR, and I can tell you that one of them does not belong here. One of these things just doesn't belong here. That's exactly what it is. Get Sesame Street on there. Sesame Street PSVR, that's exactly what we need. And, yeah, I can't justify it, and not only that, but I think taking a stand against developers that put stuff out like this, a virtual stand anyway, and saying, look, we don't want this. You've got the guys over at Strange Game Studios that are pumping out Honor and Duty. It isn't a great graphics game. It's only got like 3 maps. But it works. It works well. It's got smooth locomotion. It's got multiplayer, right? It's got all of the stuff that everybody sort of... Yeah, if I don't actually have Werewolves Within, that's a game that I should actually get. Bad. But yeah, I've lost my train of thought there. But yeah, the game just... you can't justify it. I can't justify paying £45 for something that bad. Developers cannot be putting out AAA prices for a C-, according to Frank, D, F, U, Z game, because there are smaller developers out there that are only asking $6 and they're giving you more of what we want. They're giving us way more. Thanks, Lewis, man. I'll have to actually check that out. Thanks, man. They're giving us more of what we actually want, and these are just indie guys. They're like 1-man studios, 2-man studios. And yes, they're not always the best looking games, but the value for money is there. Exactly. Vote with your wallets. It's the only thing that they hear. The sheer fact that they have the gall and the bravado to be able to charge you $44.99 when they've seen all of the other competition out there. Farpoint was on sale the other day for about £12. Now, I know it was expensive to a lot of people because it came with the aim controller. And, it was like, what, £55, £75, but you were getting a great peripheral with that. Without the peripheral, it was about £20, and in the sale, it's like 12. And it's Farpoint. It was a great game. I mean, a lot of people might dispute that for me, but Farpoint was not AAA, but it was like AA or A+. Megaton Rainfall. That was another game. I wasn't overly hot on Megaton Rainfall, but I have 100% respect for the way that it was made, and he priced it perfectly, so I cannot really complain about Megaton whatsoever. We do have games out there. Resident Evil 7, Skyrim. I know Skyrim's an old game. Resident Evil 7's not. That's worth 40 odd quid. Those games are worth 40 odd quid. The quality is there, and I'm not just talking graphics because it's not always about graphics. Ultra Wings came out. That was £18, and back then at the time I was like, ooh, £18. Oh, £18 is a little starting to get expensive for what looks like a really simplistic game. But holy crap, they knocked it out of the park with the gameplay. I absolutely adore that game. And £18 is like, okay, that's nothing now. Do you want to know why it's nothing anymore? Because it was freaking great. And it's awesome. And the graphics don't mean crap. This game I'm in right now, Rec Room, there are loads of people playing this game and enjoying it. It may not be 100% my cup of tea, but it's a great social place. And actually, talking about places we could do a group video, I'm standing in one right now, actually, and it's free for everybody. So yeah, this game's free, totally free. Moss came out. Moss was $24.99. Holy crap, that was a lovely game. Yeah, it was only like 3 or 4 hours long or whatever. But holy crap, every single moment of that game was absolutely awesome. It was filled with love from the developers. And Man, £8 for Ultra Wings is a steal. It really is a steal. That is one hell of a good game, and the developers have supported it really well. They've been a little bit slow on the HOTAS patch, but they've supported it really well. So £8 is an absolute steal for that. So getting back to Ark Park, I'm not going to review it. Maybe somewhere down the line if it dropped to like hardly anything, and if they patched the crap out of it. But I don't see what they're going to do to fix what looks like dull gameplay. I wasn't hot on it to begin with. Like I said, I wasn't hot on it to begin with, so putting the price gate for me at £45 is like, well, I'm not even going to try it. What's the point? You're asking way too much. You're asking for, way more than any other game. Oh, I got an invitation. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, who's giving me invitations? I need to check this. Oh, hang on, it's my brother. He's probably wanting to play Siege. So yeah, I guess that's roughly about time to wrap this up. I guess. Yeah, man, we're all in the same boat. And AWOL, if everybody watched his videos, everybody knows that AWOL's motto is I buy the game so you don't have to. So if he isn't buying a game, holy crap! if AWOL's not buying a game, there's got to be something severely poor with that game for him not to buy it. And we just. It's just not worth it, guys, and I'm not going to review it. And I think we need to make a little bit of a statement. But yeah, I'm starting to repeat myself now. You guys all know that. I watched your video, Lewis. I watched yours, AWOL. I watched Frank's. I watched Polish Paul's. I watched Without Paroles, and everybody was virtually saying the same. We're all in the same boat. We all kind of feel the same. Thank you though to Polish Paul and Without Parole. I will link the video in the description after I'm done with this. Just so that, if you want to watch a review and you happen to stumble across my channel first, which is unlikely, but if you happen to do, I will link it to those guys so that you can watch it on their channel. And thank you to those guys for taking the bullet. They really did take a bullet for everybody else in the whole community, because this is just not. It's not worth it. We'd probably be still bitching and moaning if we spent £20 on it. Never mind £40 odd. So yeah, at £40 odd, just no. Guys, no, developers, no, we're not gonna pay that amount of money for crap. If you want to charge that price, you better have a hell of a good VR experience. And I'm talking like full on interactivity. It's got to be full single player, multiplayer. It's got to have all the bells and whistles, excellent sound, excellent visuals, smooth as a button, great tracking, excellent positional audio. It's got to have all of that stuff to be that kind of price. It really does. And yeah, we're not dumb, we're not stupid. Even if we act stupid, even if we sound stupid, we're not stupid people, and we won't take it. And I think that's about as much as I've got to say, because you all know what I'm saying, and I'm repeating myself over and over again because I'm not peed off about it. But thank you everybody for watching, thank you for joining in, and thank you all for agreeing. We're all in exactly the same boat. I salute every one of you. We're all the same. And let's just not buy it. Let's just leave this to languish and just disappear as an absolutely hyped up, mega hyped up failure from a studio that's just been extremely greedy. So thanks very much, guys, and peace out, and I'll catch you later, man. Exactly, the hunger's gone. We've had a year. We don't need more crap. So catch you guys later. Thanks very much.